Hey, what's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to Get Hit with the Truth. So today we're doing the What's Next on former world champion Shavkat Rakhimov, as he is coming off of his first pro defeat and loss of his title to Joe Cordina by a close split decision on April 22nd in the main event of a DAZN card. Before we get into that, if you could smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate any and all support that I can get. If you don't like what I'm doing, you can always give me a thumbs down or leave a comment letting me know why you disagree or you don't like what I'm talking about. All that being said, now we're looking at what's next for Shavkat Rakhimov, the now former IBF champion. You know, it was a tough loss to Cordina. He fought his ass off. He only lost by, I think, a point during a split decision. He got put down once in that fight early. Fought his ass off, but came up short in his opponent's backyard. That's always tough to lose one of those in somebody else's backyard, especially when it's tight. But it happened. Nobody's complaining about it. But now the big question is, what's next for Rakhimov? Let's run through the top 10 and see what's possible. We start with we start with new WBO champion Emmanuel Navarrete. It's not going to happen for a couple reasons. And I'll throw Oscar Valdez in this too, because Navarrete and Oscar Valdez are on a collision course to fight each other, during the summer. So unless Oscar Valdez gets injured or loses to Adam Lopez in their proposed rematch on May 20th, it's very likely we're going to see Navarrete and Valdez for the WBO title. But also, they're with different promotions. I don't see Eddie Hearn allowing his guy to work with somebody outside of his own promotion right now, because I think he does want to position Rakhimov if Rakhimov doesn't fight Cordina next. So I'll get to that in a little bit. Then Hector Luis Garcia, the WBA champion. It's not going to happen because he's in a mandatory status. He has an order due to fight his mandatory #1 contender and former world title challenger Lamont Roach Jr. So Rakhimov, and then also Rakhimov is an afterthought. Plus, that's also a PBC working with Matchroom for the fight, and I don't see that. Then you got Robson Conceição, the former two-time world title challenger. Not likely. Conceição's a top-ranked guy, and I don't think it's the best matchup for Rakhimov anyways. Then you got a rematch with undefeated Joe Cordina. I think it's possible, but I think Cordina's leaning towards a showdown, an all-UK showdown with Zelfa Barrett, and I think Rakhimov is going to be left out hanging to potentially fight the winner. Lamont Roach Jr., former world title challenger. Not likely. Lamont Roach already has a WBA mandatory title shot, and the fight's been ordered between him and champion Hector Garcia. So, not likely that we're going to see these two guys locking horns next. Then there's, let me see. Sorry, guys. Then there's Zelfa Barrett. Zelfa Barrett, a rematch with him would be a good fight, and I think it's a fight Barrett wants at some point, but I think Zelfa Barrett is probably going to get the shot at Joe Cordina next, and then the winner would likely fight Rakhimov, or Rakhimov would be at least working his way in line. Then there's Roger Gutierrez. Now, I think this is a very good and possible option for Rakhimov because they both are affiliated through DAZN. I believe Gutierrez is a Golden Boy guy, and Rakhimov's with Matchroom. I really like this fight and this showdown, and I think it should be a possibility if it's not one already. Then there's WBC champion O'Shaquie Foster. Not likely. Foster's a PBC guy, where Rakhimov's a DAZN and Matchroom guy. I don't see the two sides getting together for this fight. And then there's Kenichi Ogawa, the former IBF champion. I like the matchup. I don't think Ogawa would be ready for a guy like Rakhimov because he hasn't been seen since he suffered that upset second-round knockout loss to Joe Cordina last year, in which he lost the IBF title. So, for me, I really believe that the possibility of rematches with Cordina and Barrett are there, but not likely because I think Eddie Hearn wants to set up an all-UK battle between Cordina and Barrett, and then I think he wants to have Rakhimov fight the winner at some point, if not next, I think, though, if Rakhimov is smart, he will lock up that mandatory position and fight either the next available contender or, you know, maybe a showdown with Roger Gutierrez, since it's an all-DAZN showdown, could be made, and the winner be pushed in line for the winner of Barrett and Cordina. I don't see Rakhimov fighting outside of his stable. You know, I think he's going to stay in-house and try to stay in line for a rematch against either Cordina and Zelfa Barrett. But I would love a rematch with Cordina, and I would like a rematch with Barrett too. I think either one of those would be good, but I really think they're going to fight each other. And Rakhimov, at least for the second half of the year, is going to be left out in the wind. But that's why he needs to try to shore up the mandatory shot at the title. So that's it. That's what I got. That's my what's next on former IBF super featherweight champion Shavkat Rakhimov, following his first pro defeat and loss of the IBF title to the undefeated Joe Cordina. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. You've been here with the truth.